on the porch, New York, and she's still trying to find Young Jordan.
Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Yo, what is going on?
I was 24 when I had
What is going on?
I had a daughter.
Dyson's robot vacuum is the most powerful, sucking up dust right to the edge, with a panoramic 360-degree camera that systematically maps its path. The most powerful robot vacuum. Buy direct from the people who made it.
He's been doing this for really kind of a long time. And you can see, yeah. And she didn't have any bugs right here. And this was only...
Emergency crystals pop and fizz when you throw them back. And who doesn't love a good throwback? Now with vitamin D for the dark days of winter.
Witness the origin of the Transformers. How you choose to use these powers is up to you. Ooh,
I have knife hands!
I can see that. Yeah! Transformers 1, rated PG, September 20th.
Fight for a brighter
Looking
tomorrow.
For what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
J Balvin, nos da mucho orgullo tu nuevo patrocinio, Cochitos. Vamos a ponerte en la pared de la sala.
Dale. Mi mamá está súper orgullosa.
Cheetos, patrocinador oficial de la huella de J Balvin.
Dyson's robot vacuum is the most powerful, sucking up dust right to the edge, with a panoramic 360-degree camera that systematically maps its path. The most powerful robot vacuum. Buy direct from the people who made it.
Yeah, totally sidetracked on it. But yeah, this was the original battle station. And I'm still streaming from this exact place, by the way. Yeah, like this is the exact same room, exact same place. Everything's all the same. So yeah. Comparing degenerate lifestyles? Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. Can you just buy this mount now? You actually could. It's an easy carry. And, yeah, it's that simple. Exact same smell. Do you ever plan on moving into another house? She has such a mess, yet her nails, her teeth are way well taken care of. Well, no, your dental health doesn't really have to do with, like, your environment as much. Like, for me, so the reason why I have, like, really bad dental health is because, number one, I drink a lot of soda. I don't see her drinking any soda. And then number two, I eat a lot of sugar. Number three, I didn't brush any of my teeth at all in high school and until I was like 19 or 20. Like, I just didn't really do it. Why did I just never really gave a fuck. I didn't care. And so, yeah, and then they started getting worse and it was like, oh God, that's really bad. And so, yeah. In 2 hours content. Yeah, no, it's quite a lot. The condition of your health and the main health is the main reason for the health issues you're facing. Yeah, I did tell myself, I told you guys I'm going to clean up like a lot of the house, and I have cleaned up a lot of my house already. Yeah, why didn't your parents make you wash? They did. They really did their best, but unfortunately, I am an animal. And, like, so the reason why I started, like, not giving a fuck is that, oh God, fucking my dad's calling me. Hello? Yeah, but I was in the middle of something.
Oh, okay.
What? You're on speaker. You're on speaker.
Okay. First of all, just to let you guys know, he actually does not smell. He does kind of smell like an old man, but that's because of all the old dead skin. But, you know, and he always was like that. I walk around, I got fucking dirty hands. I don't do a fucking thing. He's out doing stuff, he's, you know, and all, and his hands are always perfectly clean.
That's right.
Mine, you know, he's like his Uncle Sean.
Yeah.
Always said he has Jesus hands.
Oh,
you know,
God.
like you see in the picture.
Oh, God. Yeah, yeah. Well, except for the one finger, but yeah.
Yeah, and Yeah, he always took baths over here when he
Yeah.
came here. But a lot of what he does is nothing different than what his mom did.
You're not calling up just to go on.
No, I'm not just ragging on her. I'm saying that you didn't just get this out of nowhere. And think about it. I mean, shit. I mean, go in and you take a photo of her room, you know.
Yeah.
And but you were posting those photos. I'm talking about what you posted
On MySpace. Yeah.
Of the like I said the classic pot of mold. I had no idea what was underneath
Can
it.
you explain what that was?
It was a pot. It was in the kitchen, and it was just solid mold that had to be at least a couple of inches deep. And I don't know what was underneath it because I wasn't
Grits.
looking, you know.
It was bacon and grits. She made grits, and then the mold would build up, and then she'd put tea bags on the mold, and then the mold would like have like a mound on top of the pot, and then she'd put cigarette butts into the different.
Well, I know, and the cigarette butts, there were so many fucking cigarette butts that they stuck out like a.
Towering true warrior brings only his fists to battle.
And I would come over, you know, I worked late night, fucking.
Yeah.
Driving back and forth in the
Never a wrong step.
You want to mess with us?
Welcome to the Howling Abyss. Vengeance is at hand.
I'm always ready.
Mom coming in one night, and she turned on
Minions have spawned.
and I said, what? Brush off your lip, because all
A summoner has reconnected.
Yeah. 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 I found your car? Oh, yeah, no, I did. I wouldn't stop, I don't want to deal with the paperwork. Yeah, no, but like, you gotta admit, after we had that guy clean it, was it never dirty after that?
The enemy has been slain.
You did, and that's because I flew up on it in the car, and it got cooked onto the car. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is.
Pave the way.
There's more. I see you have mastered the element of music.
Enemy double kill.
Our future will be bright.
Running on empty.
Yeah. Because you were the one that told me about that. That's how I know about it. Almost 2 years because it was when Dragon Ball came out. I forgot what I think it was 2022. Yeah, no, it was because it was whenever there were 8 blocks in the house in one day. And I called the bunch of people out and I had them on a regular thing after that. Yeah.
Enemy double kill.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Shut down.
Okay. All right. That's right. Yeah, no, and it's just because I haven't watched the that's the reason. It's not for not better. I just don't have to watch it. Like this. Dragging me out on the like, and they make a big deal on the center, and they try to act like it's kind of like a big deal, and like, oh wow, people are getting mad at you. I don't even really think about this shit at all. Like, I think about it for maybe like 5 minutes, find somebody. And it's really kind of important for me to see this because like, I look at it and it's incredible. Like the post, what did the post get deleted? Did the person block it? They deleted their post? So what? I'm so toxic that they can't just talk.
What's the word? 50 Cent boneless wings?
50 Cent boneless wings on 2. Ready? Break. 50 Cent boneless wings only get afterwards.
Just where I want to be at 2 a.m. Oh, I wish they delivered a locksmith. Well, it's not all bad. I do have tots. Teeny, tiny, tickly tots.
I'm always ready.
Dicey's new robot vacuum is the most powerful. That sees all around it, systematically mapping its path.
Hello boss, hello habibi. This house is for you.
An only child, but like, really, I mean, growing up, like, I had about 10 goals.
Hello, boss.
Like, I would say, like, about 10 on a 3 to 5 each week a day. Like, sleeping in the same bed with people, like, you know, straight up. And so, yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of them y'all still see, right? And that's it. And, last week health player, leader for them? Yeah, no, but like, that's the, but like, you were a good leader back then? You have no idea. Like, we actually, like, people in Twitter say, and what you already know you can do, and Twitter say you're great, I mean, to me, if I have a problem, like, see, this is the thing. It's like with, like my dad was, you know, talking about, like, I told y'all about that exterminator shit. Like, I got no problems with a lot of things, but I tell you, just put me next to a motherfucking wasp, and I say no wasp. This is a no wasp situation. And so I decided no, man. And so I call that, I got next. They come out every few months. They spray out my whole house, and they keep us above free as well. That way, I hate wasps. I hate wasps. So yeah, that's about it. And so I've had that happen for a while. Wasps are territorial. They're just fucking assholes. Like, they're just fucking small. Like, I hate wasps. So yeah. And that's the thing. Who respects me for I don't really, but like what I'm saying is like I don't really ever have a point where like if I get made fun of or people get mad at me or people hate me or anything like that, it doesn't really bother me at all. It really doesn't. Anything that people can say to me is never worse than what I say to myself. Just keep that in mind. So, never worry about upsetting me or anything like that. So why ban them? Because I don't, like, I'm not going to provide a platform. Right? I'm not going to, like, let them, because, like, if I could do something to somebody that says something bad to me, I would. But if I can't do it, I accept it. Like, if I can control an outcome, I will control the outcome. But if I can't control the outcome, I accept it. Does that make sense? So you care? Of course I care. It's just that, like, it's not that I don't care. It's just that it's not going to, like, affect me in, like, an emotional way, right? Does that make sense? Does that, like, make way over? I'm not going to be able to play the game today. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to do it tomorrow.
Never a wrong
That's the
step.
plan. I'm going to be playing the game tomorrow. I can't do it today. The reason why, Sag, I know. I hate to put something in the title and then not do it. I feel like an asshole for doing that. But I have an obligation of 8 hours today I have to do, which compounds on top of another obligation that I have to do. There's a follow-up from an obligation of yesterday. And so, yeah, I'm not able to stream as much today. I feel like I've been lied to. That's because you were. I lied to you today. I said I was going to do something. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. Yeah. I actually planned on doing it. I didn't do it. I bought the game. I downloaded the game. I installed the game. But I'm not going to be able to play it until tomorrow. I had something come up. That's just the way it is. And so, yeah. I'll hang out for like 10 minutes. We got to come wrap everything up. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me for anything.
I
Nothing
tried.
bad that's happened to me isn't my fault. Everything bad that's happened to me is my fault. Don't take any pity on me. Don't take any sympathy on me. Like, there are obviously issues and things that have happened, small little things that are out of my control, right? They're out of my control, but that's the same thing. But for the majority of every bad decision in my life, I have made like, it has been an outcome of my own decision making. Do never feel sorry for me if I get sick, if something bad happens to me. You get what you fucking deserve. That's the way it is. You never have to feel sorry for me. I don't. So yeah, don't worry about it. If you lost your ability to make money, would you have the same energy? Well, I just go and, I don't know, you just wait till it's at night, you break into people's car, you steal their shit, or you scam people on the internet. Like, I'd just be scamming people on the internet. Like, yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck? If you need money, you just have to find somebody to give you their money. Or figure out a way to get their money, and then you make that money your money. Pretty simple. Like, you just, what kind of logic is this? It's the logic that works. Okay? That's all. It's the logic that works. Do you have any morality? I do, in a way, but, like, it's like a tier list, right? So it's like what I want's more important than what somebody else would want. So, like, I'm gonna do what's best for me. If it's bad for somebody else, that's unfortunate, right? And if we could have a world where that didn't happen, I would. But if I mean, like, let's be real. Like, I'm gonna do what's best for me. Right? That's it. Feels morality difference? Yeah. Mate, people are always going to be concerned. It's not a parasocial thing. Yeah, no, I don't mind it. I don't want people to think that, do you believe in everything happens for a reason? Yeah, but not proactively. Like, the question mark? Oh, I don't believe in divine intervention, but I believe that obviously every action is the cause or a result of other actions. And that's what I was saying before about how, like, you know, every bad thing that happens to me is my fault, right? Like, for example, like, if I look back at, like, bad decisions I made 10 years ago, those bad decisions have ripple effects that affect me now in good and bad ways, right? And so, yeah, that's yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I believe there's a soft mechanic. Yeah, a soft mechanic. Oh, like in Tolkien's world? Like, oh, about like God or some shit? Nobody knows this guy. Like, just shut up. You have no idea. You used to be a monkey less than 1 million years ago. The universe is 14 billion years old, and less than a few million years ago, you used to be a fucking monkey. You think you can understand the way the universe fucking works? You have no idea. You've literally no clue. Do you think a bunch of illiterate goat murderers 2,000 years ago figured out the divinity of the universe? I'm sorry to say, but this is really a great accomplishment. And I did. But don't go and tell me that.
An enemy has been slain.
I could be, but you don't know that. Except I'm about, yeah, you don't know that. Nobody knows. And so I try not to think about it.
What the F?
Right? It's silly. Well, why would you think about it? Run, right? Yeah, I can't take run.
Enemy double kill.
Involved to a different species that's not name one thing that's evolved to a different species that's not. I think actually one example of that Billabong, birds, is another one. Let me think of another good example. Well, it depends on like what scale of evolution, right? Like dogs, yeah, dogs are a good example. Like there aren't any megalodons anymore, there's just smaller sharks instead. I'm trying to think about what the evolution, what the Pokemon evolution chart is. Fish? Yeah, they're like which fish? Sonichu? Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to really think about it. I think there's a handful of them, right? You ever think about why the universe exists or why the Big Bang or things like that? No, I don't think you have the IQ to understand that. I think you need a requisite IQ of like probably 35,000 to understand that. And people's IQ ranges from like about 50 to...
You have been slain.
And you need to have like a 35,000 IQ. That's Does nothing to do with IQ? It does. Like, yeah, IQ is crazy. One thing, like, that's the spectrum, like, 50 is, like, super profoundly, like, mental, like, handicap. And, like, 250 is, like, super, right? So, like, it's probably a little bit outside of that, like, that's basically their perspective. You believe in aliens? Yeah, I do. I don't think we've contacted them. No one understands that? Yeah. The average IQ is 100, by the way. It's not 100. It depends on the country that it's in, and also it depends on the way it's measured. But it's close to 100. The average is supposed to be close to like 95 to 105. Yeah. This seems like a serial. What about this is inaccurate? We take the bullshit IQ test on straight. There's no reason. I don't really particularly think I have a connection with my IQ. Like, why I do because I'm very non-emotional and I have very good mind. But I don't really particularly think that I'm particularly extremely smart. But I can be pretty smart. Look at his previous messages. Yeah.
Who were you again?
Spectrum is about 75 to 100. No, You're talking about like maybe a third standard deviation. But a third standard deviation is 7, which means that 3 people out of 1,000 would be outside of that, which means that out of a billion of people, that would be millions of people that would be outside of that scale. Like, like for example, like if you assume that, like I don't believe, I think it's a 99% chance probability, right? So like for example, like there's more planets in the world, in the galaxy than there are in the whole universe, than there are specks of sand on the desert or in like a beach, right? And so like if you look at that context, it's like if you look at something in the context of infinite possibilities, spectrum, and you look at the probability of it being right, that becomes very, very high. Like I understand, like you want to make like a Fermi paradox, right? But I think it's just a very high probability that this is like just because of how many other planets there are and how many other situations like this war.
50 Cent on the swings.
50 Cent on the swings on 2. Hey, right. 50 Cent on the swings.
Oh, and you were Sarah like this one. Did you dress Sadie? I took her shopping. Your floors were so beautiful.
Thanks. I use Bona.
Bona's uniquely formulated plant-based floor cleaners make it easy to impress.
whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm bad. You know, that's it. I'll be down on tomorrow again, and I'm probably gonna try to start it earlier in the day. That way I can stay focused more and like not go like super long. And yeah, that's pretty much what the plan is. And then after that, I'm gonna probably play it for like maybe 1 or 2 days, just some kind of perspective. And then I'm going to go back to playing and after that, I really do want to kind of farm and play Wukong pretty much all the way through. Like there are 2 games that are along the way, but now that like this you stall for 6 hours, if you think this is stalling, I'm very sorry to say, but like this is my content. Like I don't know what you're trading. Yeah, like this is what I do. Yeah, yeah, so you say the game is stalling. Like I remember I would start my game and my screens on playing WoW and people would say you're stalling for reaction. Yeah. Sorry to say, not stalling. And anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back on tomorrow, and we'll get back into it. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you then. All right, boys. Peace. Yeah. think that they did a really bad job with this game, and they did this actress a huge.
Welcome to Applebee's. What can I get you?
I have the 50-cent bone.
Cover your mouth. They could steal your order.
The 50-cent boneless wings?
I'll have the same.
Perfect. They'll never see it coming.
In some cases, right? So I don't like making, you know, like attractiveness valuations, right? But I mean, she's a pretty girl, yeah, sure, right? And I think that she deserved better than what she got in the game. I don't think it was a conspiracy against attractive people. I don't think it was a conspiracy against anything. I think that it was simply the A team versus the B team. That's all it comes down to. That's what it was. So yeah, haircut in the game blows. Yeah, it's just not that good, man. And yeah, they don't want pretty women in the game because it brings in too many toxic males. Well, they're having one in Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? I mean, I don't know. It's clearly Russian propaganda getting in the video game industry, obviously. No, for me, I try to look at it as fair as I can, right? Like, I'm gonna be honest, it has some of the most dog shit even in Ubisoft history. Here's what's weird, right? Is like, I played the Prince of Persia game, and it was so good. It was awesome. The game was great, and I was like, wait, is Ubisoft getting a bunch of hate for no reason? Like, are people just like, is this like one of these like circle jerks? But like, I'm a Metroidvania fan, right? I like a lot of games like that. I grew up on games like that. And so like, I enjoyed the game. I thought it was good. And so, you know, I was just like, yeah, I think this is great. And so I tried out the Star Wars one, really didn't like it. I really hope that Assassin's Creed Shadows turns out better. I really do. I totally agree with you. Yeah. Exactly, it's your style of game. It is, and the game played really well. It was really fun. So yeah, Russia's been killing it in gaming too. Well, they've been killing it in other things too. And so yeah, I think that we all know that. She's outright gorgeous, I mean, the actress. Yeah. For sure. What's the point of hiring actors if it's making them look like that? Well, here's the thing. The reason why is because the people just did a bad job. Like, these are the same people that made it to where you couldn't jump over a piece of metal. These are the same people that made it to where you can sit inside of a bush and have 10 people looking directly at you, shooting you and missing every shot. Like, I think that honestly, guys, never attribute to malice what can be attributed to incompetence instead. I think that it was straight up incompetence after playing the game. I don't think that there's any feminist agenda. I don't think there's any sort of ideology that's driving making the character ugly. I think that the people that worked on this game are just simply bad game devs. They don't know what they're doing. I get that there's a lot of guys that like the game. And hey, if you guys like the game, great, I'm happy, right? I get it. You know, everybody's gonna have different interests. But I played it, I hated it. I absolutely hated the game. And so yeah, that's it. And yeah, that was today. Never again. Never again. No, I don't want to play that game. Like, if maybe every other game in the world gets deleted, then I will play it again. That's about it. Diablo 4 had a massive dev update. I saw DM talk about it a little bit on Twitter. It's like the whole RuneWorld stuff. I'm really excited to see what the D4 team is going to come together with. But I'm just, honestly, guys, I'm so excited for PoE. Like, I'm not even thinking about Diablo. Like, really, I'm not. I'm really not. And like, I'm gonna play the next big season they come out with, and I'm sure the game will be fun. But the problem that I have with Diablo 4 right now is that the game, there's just, it doesn't like. I don't know, it's just there's something missing about it. Like, I don't know really what to say. Like, in a way, but like, I don't even really know. Like, I'm not sure. Yeah, I have no idea. I like them both. D4 is a fidget spinner arcade game for me. Yeah, and like, that's not a bad thing though, right? Like, Diablo 4 is a great casual game. Like, I know a lot of guys, like friends of mine and guys that I know that are like, you know, really casual gamers, right? Like, I play video games 3 hours on the weekend. They love Diablo 4. That's awesome. That's so great that they're happy, but I'm more of a hardcore gamer, and I'm looking for an experience that's more than that. I feel like Huey meets that expectation. But I still enjoy Diablo 4. I don't hate Diablo 4. I just think it could have been a lot better. It should have been a lot better. So yeah. Hardcore gamer? Yeah, exactly. And I went back to Diablo 2 after playing Diablo 4. I still need to do that myself. Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power sets all female directing team, reveals season 2, 8 episodes. Orcs are now depicted as loving husbands and protective fathers who don't want to go to war. What even is this show? I saw this. Let me see if I can find it here. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. So Tolkien wrote the orcs as a malevolent goblin race, males only, holy weaver. Woke shit-live writers in 2024 want to say that. I'm going to be totally honest. I this is again, like, remember what I said before about how I was concerned about that War of the Rohirrim anime not being able to adhere to the virtue of Tolkien and like the inherent virtue of the book? And I was worried that it would be too violent, it would be too grotesque, it would be too, like, kind of gray. And I feel like this is another great example. It's another example of a person who thinks that they understand the world better than, like, because you have to remember, like, Tolkien was a fucking soldier in World War I. Like, which, by the way, like, World War I, in my, this is my opinion, okay? I think World War I is way more interesting than World War II. Like, infinitely more interesting. It was like, you know, you had cavalry and tanks in the same fucking war, bro. That was insane. And so, that war completely changed all of, like, English history, right? It changed fucking everything about the modern world. It did. Trench warfare, swords, poison gas, like you're talking about like Polish, like what was it, winged hussar cavalry, like holy fuck, man. Trenches were not that interesting, well that part wasn't. But like, I mean, what I'm saying is that these people think that they obviously don't want to live long to, you know, have a family, to write this massively successful book series, be a well-esteemed author, and also a professor at Oxford University, and these people think that they can understand morality and add a shade of it that Tolkien couldn't see in his own life. They actually think that they could do this. It's unbelievable. It's crazy that, like, I was having a conversation about this the other day, right? I've talked to some people about this because, like, Tolkien created the fantasy genre. Tolkien did create modern fantasy. He definitely did. You have some history facts on? Oh, there might be a couple of things that are wrong. And I don't think that tanks were directly against cavalry inside of the same battle in World War I. That's what you're trying to refer to. I was saying inside of the scope at the time that it occurred. But yeah, sure. Let's say they did. Yeah, I don't really remember like all the details, etc. But I think it's like the clashing of like the modern world versus the ancient world, right? And like that was the end of it. Oh yeah, but I could be wrong about some of these things, okay? Like I'm not a historian on this. I just have an interest, okay? So anyway, my point is that Tolkien understands the world. He understood it in a way that was so much more visceral and real and raw and authentic. And the disappointing thing is that, by the way, an all-female directing team, I find this to be such a huge problem. Not because I hate this. And actually, I know, Twitter might be surprised. The reason it's a huge problem is not because it's because it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't make a difference. Like, I don't know, like, we don't, most of the people that knew, and I know that it does make a difference. And I'll give you a really great example of it making a difference. Is J.K. Rowling. One of the reasons she stated that she didn't use the full name is because she thought people wouldn't like the books as much and they wouldn't be as appealing to boys if they knew, the boys knew that they were written by a woman. So I understand, like, that some people are like this, But I don't know. Like, I mean, I wasn't like that. I mean, I'm not fucking 14 or 12 or 8 anymore. So like, I don't want to see that. It just seems like it's the fourth conclusion, and then like let's pat ourselves on the back for the fact that we did this thing. You know, it's just a weird type of thing. Those shitty people. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like the Uruk-hai and the orcs, like they were molded and like kind of I think they were twisted from like elves in a lot of cases. I believe grown from tortured elves by Melkor. And then grown from the mud, right? Exactly. And so it's a little bit of both, but there wasn't some sort of like orc family. And I think this is exactly what I was talking about when I was referring to how a lot of the modern writers and modern like modern screenwriters and artists and people that are like in charge of this stuff, they fundamentally don't understand Lord of the Rings. This is what worries me whenever I see a new Lord of the Rings show or anything being made, is that I think that none of them really understand it in a good way. So yeah, that's more than anything. You gaming? I was gaming yesterday. I unfortunately, guys, I hate to say it, I spent yesterday gaming for quite a bit, okay? Lord of the Rings is literally good versus evil. Lord of the Rings is there's a lot to it, right? I understand orcs is biblical demons, they're pure evil, pure black evil, no gray area. Yeah, they basically are all evil, and that's just about it, right? I mean, it's not like they don't have something values in the story. It's absolute evil, that's it. It's simple. It is. It's absolute evil. And the thing is that there is actually elements of Lord of the Rings that is like kind of gray. Like, for example, Sauron can be portrayed as a gray character in a way that I would say other like villains in the story can't. I think that you can portray Sauron that way, but you can't do that with something like Melkor or Ungoliant or fucking like what's the dragon? I'm trying to remember what the dragon's name was in there. Yeah, Saruman. Yeah, well, Saruman. I think Saruman was always bad. I do. I think Saruman was small. And the Caliban, like, there's no, as far as I know, like, it's like an entity, right? That's about it. The word orc comes from Old English. Tolkien was an expert in linguistics, and almost all of the words inside of Lord of the Rings and the naming conventions have multiple meanings and levels of depth to them. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. Anyway, we'll look at some other stuff. Saruman wasn't bad in the beginning. He was just too weak. Saruman wasn't bad in the beginning. Because, like, there was the ego thing, and then I remember, see, like, I don't remember exactly, like, all the lore of how the Astari were sent from Earth to Middle Earth, right? Because, like, there was questions, like, why is Gandalf not the one that's in charge, right? But then, didn't Manwë tell Gandalf that, you know, you need to not be the one in charge as, like, a test of your, what do you call it? As like a test of your humility to make sure that you don't turn out like Sauron, like Saruman. Because I feel like Saruman was too weak mentally. Yeah, like he was weak-willed and he was jealous. And I know that Saruman was jealous of Gandalf. That's right. Yes, that was the component that I was forgetting about. Yes, Gandalf didn't want it. Yeah. And ego overtaken, exactly. And so it's by the way quite a long time ago that I read into this stuff, so I could be wrong about at least some of it. Saruman was corrupted from jealousy from almost the beginning. Exactly, yeah. And so no, I don't even entirely agree with that too. Helldivers 2 is back to mostly negative reviews on Steam. What the hell happened? Well, I'll tell you why Helldivers 2 isn't doing it.
Applebee's is serving up the NFL. Celebrate, we're serving up America's favorite boneless wing with the 50-cent each. We're trying out some other stuff too.
200. I have maxed out every single piece of gear that I have. Gold rarity, gold Dragon Forge rarity. Every single like drop that I have is maxed out. I can solo the entire thing. Like yeah, it's like I'm fucking balling. You are farming stuff? Yeah. So I even like farm the rings, and I have a special ring that causes ability stronger. I don't have a 2 and 2 because there's one that increases like it doesn't matter. I played the game a lot, right? Played the game a fucking lot, and so I've been playing that recently. What game have I been wanting to get back into? Monster Hunter World. Okay. My plan is that I want to beat I want to have it ready by the time Wilds is coming out, and so that's my plan. I'm just going to be playing it off stream, really low key, you know, joining hunts, killing bosses, you know, getting better at the game, and then I'll come on, and you know, at a certain point, we'll maybe kill some of the bosses and then go from there. Cyberpunk, bro? Yeah. So I'm going to do that. Cyberpunk. The thing is that you guys bring up a really good question. Why am I not just playing Cyberpunk? The truth is, I probably should. Really, like after Recall, I feel like there's a couple of other things that are coming out after that, but there aren't really a lot of other things besides that. I probably should actually just put it out. Like best game ever. Yeah, because like, and I was thinking to myself, do you remember, like, let me see if I can find this. And by the way, this video is crazy. This is a 5.5-hour VOD with over 1 million. What the fuck? Who does this? And so anyway, let me see if I can get to the point where it happened. So, let me see if I can find it. No, that's not it. Oh my god, there's so much of this. Well, anyway, I guess I might not remember exactly like how everything fits together. But like this game had an intro that went so fucking hard for like 4 hours. Like I'm talking 4 hours of non-stop grit, like crazy shit happening, people getting popped off, looking at all this other kind of stuff, everything happening, you're scaling down a building, you're in the middle of a heist, people are killing each other. It's absolutely fucking insane. It's insane so much on my stream. Yeah, and like I remember whenever they showed I was watching in the park where they actually showed the title of the game, the Cyberpunk game, and it was after 4 hours of absolute fucking gameplay. I was just like, they have no right to do this. Like, I can't imagine being a developer at another studio and playing that, and then being like, oh god. You gotta go through this stuff. Right? Like, oh no. 4 hours, 35 minutes. 4 hours, 35. You think that's it? Yeah. Bro. Let me see if I can find it. So this is the guy in there. And this is like after you had some fucking brain chip and everything put in there. You walk out, you get punched in the face. You just get shot in the fucking head, and that's it. This was insane, bro. That sounds like my stream. Number one, and then, so I played Star Wars Outlaws. Like that, I think the fact that they showed the title of the game, it made me one for one it with Cyberpunk in my mind, and it literally just made me so mad that they had the audacity to show the title of the game in the game. And it sounds like this is like a 100% autistic breakdown, but it happened. It absolutely did. I was so mad. I was like, who do you think you are? Who do you think do you really think, you son of a fucking bitch, you want to try and fucking act like you're anywhere near this? Go fuck yourself. I was so mad about it. Didn't earn it. No, they didn't. And I was so mad. But with Helldivers, listen, I'm gonna probably maul about this like 5 times in today because of how upset that game made me. Anyway, Helldivers, there's just no progression system. Game's boring. There's nothing to do. That's the reason why I didn't play it. I'm a progression MMO Andy. You know, I put a lot of hours into, like, for example, First Descendant, a lot of those other games. I love games like that. That's one of my favorite things to do. At what point does a franchise earn the right to have its characters break the fourth wall? In my opinion, basically never. I don't think that you should have, you should break fourth wall almost ever. Now, I'm not saying that you should never do it. Of course, it's okay to do it sometimes. But in a general sense, I don't think that it's a good idea to break the fourth wall. Deadpool does it because that's the nature of what the story is. And I think you've always had instances of characters that do that. And we even have, like, some cases where, like, characters will do something that's, like, very obviously a reference to another movie or something like that, but it's not super cringe unless it's, like, a couple of different things. But yeah, Carlox does it too? Yeah, I don't know. I just great. But yeah, I'm sure. Deadpool is the exception. Yeah, you just probably should not do it. So yeah, you have underperforming weapons. What do? Buff the weaker weapons so they become a viable option. Buff the popular weapons so you use the weaker, less popular weapons. I think the problem is that the aesthetic of Helldivers is exhausting. Of, like, you know, constantly barely being able to, like, survive. I think it's stress-inducing and people use it quickly. There's a lot of reasons for why I think it happens, but I'm only really, again, and this is the experience more than anything else. And, so, like, I'm not really thinking about it in any other context besides that. I'm just thinking about it like, this is the way that I feel about the game. And that's about it. I probably should, but I haven't done it yet. Maybe I'll play it. I don't know. I feel like probably not. Realistically, probably not. But